come in? Don't know as I owe you anything, Amy.
First, he ruins my party, and now he won't trust me.
I didn't say that, did I?
No, but you were thinking it, weren't you? I know you were, and it isn't fair, because you both know the resolution that I made about not gossiping.
Well, you sure haven't lived up to it, have you?
So I had 1 or 2 minor slip-ups.
Minor?
How do you expect me to keep a confidence like an adult if nobody around here will treat me like one? With the exception of Johnny.
I think in this particular situation, she deserves to know as much as we do.
You bet I do.
All right, fine. I am wrong, and the two of you are right. I'm sorry.
You're going to tell me.
Put something on, we'll go downstairs and talk. I'll tell you everything that I know as I see it.
Fine.
Work, it is not going to calm me down. No way.
Gee, it usually does.
Well, not this time. I need more than a cup of tea. I am not convinced that I'm doing the right thing telling her.
Rick, you promised.
Yeah, I'll tell her. But she better not... She better not read one word of it to anybody, especially John.
Well, maybe if we trust her, she'll live up to that trust.
She better.
Look, fair is fair. What happened with you guys totally ruined her graduation party, Rick. You gotta take that into consideration. Plus the fact that she's crazy about... Hi, would you like some tea?
No, actually, the only thing I would like is the truth.
I'm going to tell you what I know.
Well, I'm waiting.
Maybe you better sit down yourself. Maybe you need some tea. Would you like some?
No.
Amy, I have a theory. And that theory came about because one day I saw Packey sponging down John, and I got the idea that maybe digitalis or some such drug like that could have induced the heart attack that John supposedly had.
And how would a drug like that have gotten into his body?
You mix it into a solution, you add some DMSO, sponge into the solution, put it on his body, and it would work.
That would work.
Yes.
That does make sense.
The next question was, is there any residue, any evidence, any portion of those drugs or combination of drug still in the sponge? Which is why I gave it to Bert and why he was taking it to the FBI laboratory.
And that's the sponge that was stolen the night of my party.
Yes, it just disappeared from the police station. Now, whoever engineered that theft, if it was not Packey, had to have been controlling Packey.
Well, you guys don't think that Packey gave Johnny those drugs?
Amy, I didn't want to think that at all. I didn't. At first, I thought maybe it was the second, Bernie Johnson. But now with this theft, there isn't much choice. I had to conclude it's Packey.
But that's not fair, Rick. I mean, why couldn't the second have stolen it?
Because he didn't know about it. Because, as everyone knows, he's a drifter. No one even knows if he's in the city or even in the state.
Packey says he just roams.
But still...
Amy, how would the man know the sponge is sitting at the police station in Port Charles?
He probably wouldn't even have any way of knowing that Johnny's training in this town.
Just use your head. It would not be logical if the man didn't know it was there and wasn't in town for him to have stolen it.
So that makes Packey the scapegoat.
Everything points to Packey.
No! Packey is Johnny's friend.
That's what I have to prove without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, how can you without the sponge?
Because I still have part of that sponge. I cut it in half. Bert only had half of the sponge. I still have the other half.
You have the evidence.
That's right, and I'm going to have it checked privately if I have to, or let Bert take it to the FBI lab.
Did you look at this? Rick Weber, boy detective.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you two.
Amy, you asked for the facts. I gave you the truth. Now, the only logical conclusion is the one I came up with.
Logical? This isn't logical. This is absolutely ridiculous. Packey loves Johnny, and he would never hurt him.
I'm sorry, Amy. Maybe Packey already has.
No. No.
So upset. Not yet. It's only a theory right now.
That Rick thinks is true.
Well, I, for one, happen to hope for everybody's sake that he's wrong.
What about Johnny? Johnny is the one that I'm worried about.
Johnny's okay right now.
Well, he's not in any more danger?
Rick?
It's unlikely.
No, I want to hear you say you're absolutely sure.
I can't say that. They could repeat the setup, yes.
You mean in Johnny's upcoming fight with Attila? Well, we can't let it happen.
Amy, that's what this whole argument is about. I want to see to it that it doesn't. I have got to find out if Packey was in any way responsible for what happened to John before.
No, Packey would not give Johnny drugs.
Amy, have you been listening?
Yes, but he could still be wrong. I mean, you said so yourself, Lesley.
I think right now the best thing that you can do is to stay calm and let Rick finish what he's trying to do.
Amy, I'm going to find out whoever is responsible for having hurt John.
And there's something that you should do, too.
What?
You've got to promise that you won't tell anybody any of this until there's some kind of proof, one way or the other.
I promise. I promise. Just don't let Johnny get hurt.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I want to see to it that it never happens to Johnny again.
His whole goal in this is to protect Johnny.
I didn't realize it was so late, but I've got to stop by the sports center. I have to see Bert.
Are you going to go talk to Johnny?
Now, I'm talking to Packey, and I hope we get some straight answers this time.
What if he gives you the runaround again?
I don't care what he says. I'm going to take the other half of that sponge from the clinic, and I'm going to have it analyzed privately if I have to.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye, hon. I'll be at the hospital if you need me.
Thank you.
Got any plans for your day off?
No, I'm too depressed. I think I'll just sit home and wait and hope that Rick finds out that he's wrong about Packey.